Good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from Orchids and Garden in England, and just been watching Ince's latest video and about the heat now that he's changed rooms, and it prompted me to just show you how I'm having to adapt with the orchids. Now of course this is the big pastoral innocence, and look at that new growth there. There we go. Can you see it? There. Oh, come out. Well, blow me down there. And I do believe it's getting caught on the one that's above it. We could have another spike. There. And you just see the tip of it. So this is ready to be plunged into the water. Just have to be careful. And this is the LC Berman's or palm. And there we go. And there, look at that one, tucked down there, a new growth. So what am I adjusting? How am I adjusting to the warmer temperatures? I mean, at the moment we're only 21, but I've had the door open. 21.6, 61% humidity. That's probably 22, but I've had the door open. And so what I've had to do, excuse the pink light, I've had to bring these pots, because all mine have got holes in them, and put them inside these outer pots now, just to give extra moisture when we have the runoff. Now they don't fit right to the bottom of the pot, so there's a little one of these. Let me show you. One of these little trays, and they sit on them. But look, all these have started to grow. Look, that's Walkeriana cerulean. Look, can you see? There's one there, and there's one there. So everything's responding now. I'm not sure about this one yet because this is a cattleya. But look, let me just show you. See this little one here? This was Orchid Glade, David Ranches. And look, I didn't throw that little piece away, but look, we've got a little nubbin starting. These pathio petalums will need watering. So let's move across. That's a spike on Leodora. Here we go. Look. Can you see the outer pots? And look, can you remember this Nobly one? I bought in December, and then I've cut all the flower buds off. But look, we've got two nubbins, and I'm not sure whether they're flower ones or cakeys coming. Right, so they've all gone. This is a phalaenopsis here. That's got a leaf going back. And I think that's definitely an old one, but I think that one's got, I've had it cut at one time, look. I don't think it's anything. That's the RLC 24K. I don't think it's anything to, those are the little pots. Can you see I put a bottom bit in? I don't think that one is anything to be worried about. Anyhow, I've turned the outer fan off because of the noise. But look, even these little tiny ones, do you remember the little buckets? Look at the root on that one. So, and you see them all. And you see there's two troughs here, and I've got one with water, so I can just lift these out. I check the water, test it, and then I pull them out of the water, and then they can sit in here till they're ready to go back up there. Oh no. There's a phalaenopsis there. There's that special one that Mark gifted me. These are the other two phalaenopsis, and I've even got a little keiki growing there. And this is how I'm having to adapt them, is to so otherwise I'm going to be watering them every day. Now let me show you this one. Oops. See, I've got some water in this trough here. And look, that's the Dendrobium chrysotoxum. Got a new growth there. This is on the top shelf. Oops. And can you see the one that's growing through there? And this one, you remember the Kingianum? That's got a new growth there. This is the one that I drop potted. And, whoops. So these are all ready to be watered when I get the time. There, look, can you see? Cattleya dusky made by RLC Bruce Randall. New growth. And we look under there. Another new growth. And I checked all these the other day. These are the phalaenopsis that, well, they're on the last legs. And look, you won't see that one, but look, that one, they've got a little spike. This is Sidera japonica. And I've got another one there. These are the two Masdevallias, hanging on for life. And, excuse me, just let me get down. These are the two that are in the terrariums. So I have to keep my eye on them because it's warmer up here. And I've got two Nobly types here coming with a basil growth there. And these are the others under this shelf. Now let me get up. That's me banging the shelf behind me. So let's try and keep you focused. Look at that one. That was the phalaenopsis that I had for Mother's Day last year. Look. He's producing a spike. That's another one I had last year. And then this is the Cattleya persivaliana, winter. And I've moved Angraecum here. It's producing a new leaf. Look at the roots. So, this one had a little bit of mealy bug on it. This is Cotton Sunray. I think it might be too warm in here. I've turned the fan off. That's Kaisis Lemingii. I've turned the fan off, the big one, while I'm doing this video. But look at these up in the gods. These all want watering. Because it gets that warm up here. That's one I've put in one of these little special dishes from Mark. I'm waiting for that to, that's Vanda Falcarta Shootanil. And, none of these are going to die. Let me just step up on my, and just take you across. See, this one wants watering. This is the Maxillaria. Got a couple of leaves because I've neglected it while we've been out in the garden. But look, that's the new growth on the Cattleya Gorgeous. Look at that one. And everything's growing. Everything is responding. I've had to cut the flower spike off this one. That's, let's have a look which one that. That's Love Castle. Oh, I've just bought that little berry odour here. There we are. So, And that's our the RLC Rhyncholalia Cattleya Pink Empress. That one. Look at the roots. And of course, we've got Phragmipediums under here. I've just knocked the we're showing new growths. I've just knocked the fan, but look, it even comes down and bathes them under here. That's that Odontoglossum type that caused all the trouble last year with spider mites. Anyway, let's get on the stool quickly. Look, this one is Elizabeth March. I had to cut off the flower spike. It had finished. Look at that one. That's another new growth. This one is the new growth on, there we go, on Grande. And then this one, this is Longifolium. Look, that was a new growth. But look, I noticed, can you see, we've got another new growth. Wunderbar, wunderbar. These are the ones at the back. And you see that one showing a little bit of moisture. And I always am worried when I feel that it's not sticky. As I don't want the spider mites again. I've had to cut the dead flower head off this one, and we've got a leaf dying back. That's on Sologeny. And the name's on round the other side. Look, and this is the Laelia anceps. And what did I notice yesterday when I picked it up? It's near here somewhere. Oh look, there. Just tucked in. Can you see? You probably won't see it just there. Now I don't know whether that's a new growth or what, but this loves it. Dry as a bone it is. Yeah, 21.9, so it has gone up. It probably was about 22 degrees in here. And then, there we go, you see. All the frags, these are the Hoyas, starting to take off. And then, and that one. These are the Vandas. Now I will be watering these shortly. We did have, I did have these two here, which is Adisac Happiness, this one. And this one is called Cultana Gold by Robert Anek. Oh no, Robert Stillite. I did have these in their own self-watering pots, but I've lifted them out because we've had several days of continued rain and the temperature wasn't good at all. So I don't want them sitting in water, so I've elevated them out of the container, and now it looks like we're going a bit warmer again. And something dripped on that and I lost my centre leaf. Look at that. Look at the one at the back, that's growing alright. And this is a new growth on this one. And that's the other Hoya, which of course has travelled round, has come out there, and it looks as though it's going up that way. Wonderful. So what's this one called? This one's called Speciosa. There we go. Right, so just a quick update, and if I quick update you on the Catasetums. This one's Catasetum pileatum, yellow giant. There's its new growth, and it's got little tiny green roots, but no water. This one is the bigger of the two. It started with its new growth, and it started with its roots. Can you see them? Just tucked under there. No water. So that's why the bulbs are looking desiccated. This one, Fred Clark R After Dark. And you see, there. It's coming along very, very slowly. That was the one with the rotten cedar bulb. But I think it's going to be okay. And this is the one, Catasetum Orchid Clade David Ranches. Look at that one. See, this is doing better because it's bigger. And that's the, keeps dropping the odd little bottom leaf. This is the Monniara Magic Millennium Witchcraft. There. But I water that quite regularly now because that one is in active growth. There we are. And of course I've just shown you that one, which is Davy Ranches, and this one we're still waiting to see whether or not it'll do anything. I'm not sure. I don't know whether there's sufficient energy or an eye for it to grow. So we've had to start to slowly think about how we're going to keep these orchids hydrated during the warmer weather. And I've got 2 spare pots here for the slightly bigger plants. But otherwise, let's step back here. There. There's the orchid room. I'll switch the big fan on now and bid you farewell. Thank you for joining me.